Welcome to Pocket Pennant Run's debut of Game Day. This is a brief overview of what Game Day looks like and some of its features. There'll be more to come in tutorial videos and descriptions. Let's get started. Game Day is broken down into basically 4 to 5 regions. At the top you have your box score. It has the game ID, the stadium, and the stadium's favorability. You have settings. You can reset the current at-bat you're on or load a game that you've saved. All your games are saved after every at-bat, so you can restart at any time that you want. If your program crashes for some reason, battery runs out, whatever, you'll have that save point at the very last at-bat that you had. The left side of the screen is the pitching side. You'll notice that the home team is always blue, the visitors are always red. One last thing on the box score is the team that is up has the baseball next to them. Underneath the team's name, you have the manager's name and the relevant manager traits for pitching. Intentional walk and the replacement of a relief pitcher, which is under the subcategory. You have your bullpen warming up area. This is for the advanced level. And then you have your pitching, the current pitcher, whether he's an SP or an RP, his hand, and his traits. It maintains how many innings he's pitched up to that point, how many hits, runs, strikeouts, and walks. And this would be his pitcher's card. You'll notice next to the categories is the color of the die. The inning info will not currently being used and will be used in the future. You have your list of fielders and their defensive positions. You can click on any name and it brings up their defensive card. And you have the bullpen. If you're playing an as played game, above the dotted line is the relievers that were actually used in the game on that day. Below the line are all relievers that are available to you from the rosters. These two buttons, warm up and cancel warm up, are used in an advanced section that you'll be seeing later. The manager decision button is based on the manager traits. When you click it, it gives you decisions on what should he intentionally walk or should he put in a reliever. These are individual roles that are computed for you based on the card on the strategic card for manager's decisions. They're different every time. Every time you click that button, you get a new role. And go to bullpen is the way that you put your reliever in. If you're playing the standard version, you just click the name and hit send the reliever to the mound. Or you can cancel your bullpen call. The right side is the batters. Team name, again the manager, but with his manager traits that deal with batting, stolen basing, bunt, and whether you should pinch hit. Again, it coordinates with the manager's decision box button, and here you go. 3 individual roles that determine those things. You have your on deck button, tells you who's up next. Position, hand, and batting traits. This is the batter up button that changes your batter after every play. Here's your current batter. This would be the batting position or lineup position, name, position, hand, traits. And this is his batting card. His normal batting column, his left, right, his power, and his speed. Again, you have the letters corresponding to the color of the die that they go with. You have your lineup, which gives you the lineup of the order of their positions, hands, and traits so that you can look forward to see who's coming up past the on-deck batter. And then you have your bench that runs the same way as the bullpen. Above the dotted line is who was actually used in the game if you're doing as played, or the entire bench that you can choose from. Those that have been highlighted let you know that they're either currently playing or have played in the game already and are unavailable to be selected. When you go to bench, you have several options. Gives you your lineup, and you pick the person that you're going to replace. You can pinch and play, meaning you can pinch for the current batter and play that same player that's going to hit. You can pinch and sub, mainly used for pitchers when you want to pinch hit for them and then send in a new reliever. You can change and sub, which is you can change the position of one fielder and then put in a different fielder for the position they just left, or you can do a straight out defensive sub. And as you can see, it maintains who's been used already off the benches. If you're selecting a pitcher, it's going to let you know who's available in their traits in the bullpen. The middle portion is your field display. It tells you the number of outs. You'll notice the color coordinating blue for the team that's in the field, and the batters are red. The batter goes on his corresponding side based on his hand. Switch hitters are automatically opposite hand of the pitcher. You have your dice that reset after every play so that you know that there are new rolls. And at the bottom is your menu. Score sheet means you can pull up the score sheet at any point in time in the game, and it's filled out for you. It tells you which pitcher was in, which batter was in, and what happened. Box score can be pulled up at any time and gives you the box score of the game with their stats. Change sides is done after every 3 outs. Roll is rolling the dice. Select play allows you to select the play that's occurred. Bunt, obviously, brings up the bunting cards, and H and R is your hit and run. When you're selecting a play, you'll notice that it starts here with the type of play. Was it an out, a hit, or other? It is generally set to the most used right off the bat. So when you hit select play, if it was a strikeout, all you have to do is hit enter. It's already picked. Then you have drop K and strikeout double play, usually on the bunts. Ground ball star, ground ball leading runner. Same with here, your fly balls, your question tag, your regular tag, your line out, and your pop-ups. Double plays, line out double plays, triple plays, and line out triple plays. And then you pick your fielder. You'll notice that when you pick a ground ball, it pops up. So ground ball to third base is thrown to first base, which is a 5-3, and it would be entered for you. If you're going to a double play, it brings out your double play third base. So third base to second base to first base. And then if you ever got lucky enough for the triple play, it brings it out and lets you know which fielders those are. Hits, all your different hits, including walks, hit by pitch, your 1 base and 2 base errors. Your other is basically your rare plays, your wild pitch, your balks, your hard ground ball to right field, which is on your rare plays, catcher interference, runner interference, pickoffs, and rundowns. After you would select your play, you would just hit enter. So if we had a ground ball to the shortstop, you'd pick shortstop, first base, and hit enter to play. And it is smart enough to know that there may be a better way to play that. There's a better play. You should get the guy at second instead. Do you want to use it? Sure. And it enters it. Now we'll go to the score sheet and you can see how that transpired. Here it was right here. 6-4 after his walk. The settings allow you 2 different ways to play on top of the normal gameplay. Pitching, there's an advanced version that forces you to warm up your pitchers. They have to warm up for a minimum of 2 innings or face a reduction because they're not warmed up. Or if you warm them up longer than 6 consecutive outs, they're considered overwarm, and they also will face a reduction. The batting now gives the area where the ball is hit, and it may cause range plays. So we'll look at that. The advanced pitching doesn't really change much, but I'll show you the advanced batting. We enter it. Now this field is broken up into 6 realms, and you have a 4th die now that's going to pick where the ball is hit. So if I roll it, you'll notice it was a 3. It hit in the 3rd zone, and this was a defensive play, so it tells you that it was the infielder that it was going to. There's no infielder here, so you have to select which player is going to field that ball. On a range play, if they're below an A speed, they receive a reduction in play. So when you select it, the player, it tells you, is this a range fielding attempt for that player? Yes, it is, because he has to go over a zone to get it. So it tells you that he's lost a level in his defensive due to his slower speed. And then it gives you the play. Anytime you pick a player on the field, it will tell you about them. Let me go back to the normal settings. So when you get a def call for them, or you're over here and you're not sure what the play is, you click on it and it gives you their defensive lineup. Tells you who it is and what base they're playing. If there's a runner on base, it'll tell you the speed. Let's go ahead and put a guy on base. Oh, he's already on base. Okay. When you select a guy on base, it tells you what base he's on, his name, and his speed in case you want to steal. Then you would just hit the steal button, and that gives you a second chance. Are you sure you want to steal against this catcher? He's a B catcher. Sure, let's go for it. And the ump will come out and tell you what happened. He's out trying to steal second. That's your basic overview of game day. It's a brand new way of playing pocket pennant run. It puts you in maximum involvement. It's not just a simming. It's not just it doing all the work for you. You actually are playing and doing everything as if you were doing it on paper. Hope you enjoy this view. Have a great day.